All right, guys, here we go. This is the B-side semifinal. Joe Spence was there waiting for the loser of the match we just watched between Jason Klatt and Ben Francis. Oh, no, sorry. He was waiting for the loser of the other match. Sorry, Eric and Mark Vinogradov. So he's playing Mark. Ben is playing Derek Moore, who is waiting on that side. So good little format for this tournament. The A side was played on the 9-foot diamonds, 10 ball, racing to 9. B side is 10 ball on the 7 foots, racing to 7. Got the cameras positioned today so that we can just kind of turn it around to either side of the room. For the last event, we did not have that happening, so it was kind of tough for us to get the other side for the 7-foot tables. But this time we got it figured out.
We got her done, did.
So Joe wins the toss.
Nice little clip. And I'll tell you, Joe, after beating me up, I think he's going to be a force.
And I think that was kind of predicted, right? I mean, Joe is such a monster on both sides of the tables, you know. 9-foot, 7-foot, doesn't really matter the game. He's well versed in all of them.
And plays well in all of them.
Yeah.
As I rightly found out, I thought I was in good. He had me 4-3, and I never shot after that. Ran out the 5th, or sorry, ran the 6th, ran the 5th, ran the 6th, and then off his break, set up for a 110 combo.
Right.
That was all she wrote.
Leonard is asking who is who. This is Joe Spence at the table right here. Joe Spence came in at a strong 722 Fargo. His opponent, Mark, is a 665. But they are both teammates, good friends, roadies.
It's got in a little funny angle here on this 4, at least from what the table looks like. Nice little slow roll. Depending on whether that 9 goes, if the 9 goes, you might play the combo. If it doesn't, they'll play the 5 to the corner with the breakout on the 6.
I like the 5 to the corner.
Yeah. If the 9 doesn't go.
Doesn't look like it does. It looks like the 9 is just slightly behind the point on the pocket there. So I like taking the 5 to the corner and just opening up the 6-9 slightly.
Gotta watch, because I think that 6 is gonna sit on that rail. So you gotta watch your cue ball here. I guess depending on the pace he hits it. Oh, he missed it altogether. Does he get away with it? Not really.
Negative.
Not really, although, you know, the 6 is no easy feat from here. I think Mark's got to set up for a corner bank if it's possible, depending on how much room he's got behind the 9. I don't know if he can draw in and break that out. Okay, so maybe the 6-9 did go. I guess we're about to find out.
Maybe Karam, 6 into the 9.
Could
Let's
play
see.
the safe, just rub the 6, play on top of the 9. Takes a little bit of a touch, but we'll see if the 9 goes. Oh yeah, all day long. All day long and twice on Sundays, apparently. Nice little draw shot.
Yeah. Mark's got the right angle to come off that side rail back out center table for the 8.
Nothing to it but to do it. Hitting a stick and he's home free.
The format this weekend also is winter breaks, so you'll see a lot of packs going on.
Especially on the small table with these guys, with Joe and Mark, both very capable, running a few racks together.
I believe after this match here, we're going to flip back to the A side onto the 9-foot, and we'll do the A side final. That will be Eric Vargas versus Jason Klatt for the hot seat. The payouts are listed in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there, guys. So first place, $920, $680 for second, $490 for third, $340 for fourth.
Nice break. Nice break from Mark there. 2 is sitting good to the corner. 4 is a little bit
Yeah, the 4 is
wobbly.
sitting on the 8. That looks to be like the only problem, though. 7 will pass the 9 into the side pocket.
We'll see what he does here with the 2 ball. Auto focus. Could play the 2-way here.
Maybe he likes the combination even.
With a breakout. Does
I think
he
he
get
got stuck
by?
behind the 8.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, no, came out slightly, but he's still...
I don't even know if the kick is there with the 6 in the way. He'd kick that deuce in the side, but I don't think it's there with the 6.
He's
Might be able to
only
sneak it in.
he's only hooked by maybe a third of the 8 ball. Maybe he can jump this. I don't know.
No, I don't think. I think he's a little close to jump. Leonard, that is Miss Stephanie Toy.
Oh, Leonard. Oh, how I've missed you. Where have you been?
I was gonna say me, but
He's going for the kick.
I figured that
Doesn't
6,
get by.
I figured the 6 was gonna be in the way.
All right, so Joe's got an opportunity here to
But does the
keep
3
it tight.
pass? Does the 3 pass the 4 is the question.
Hard to see from this angle. This is the only angle we have on this table, guys, so sorry about that. Your guess is good as ours, but I believe the 3 does squeeze by.
It'll be tight. He put one in on me that I didn't think went, but it did.
Oh, maybe he's going to come around. Short side on the 3.
Looks like he's drawing over. Yeah, drawing back.
Okay.
Doesn't want to get hampered here. Not bad, not bad.
It must go.
Oh, nothing to it. Draw over on the 4 for the 5 ball. 3 rails around for the 6. Doesn't want to overhit it though. He's still okay.
I think so. I think he can just draw back here.
I think he's got to go forward, but
I think.
yep. If you draw, you have a chance of clipping that 6 ball.
Well, maybe he's got a little bit of angle here.
3 rails still. A little under hit. 7's not in the best position. See if he takes the 7-8 combo. Or if he can draw past that side pocket. Loads up. He's taking the combo, it looks like. Should sit well. The 7 should travel towards bottom, or sorry, the top right-hand corner if he makes it.
That was
He
a
made
nice
a
shot.
liar out of me. Sticks there. Taking no prisoners is Mr. Spence. All out aggression, I love it. My opinion might be a little biased because Joe is one of my horses. Oops. Tie ball game. Now that I got the score right.
A little bit of fumbling around. We got it. At some point, the fog will lift.
At some point. Not sure when. When I get out of pool mode, maybe. I'm still in play mode. And welcome back, guys. If you are just tuning in, it is the final day for the Fall Classic here at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My name is Grant. I'm sitting beside the one and only Miss Stephanie Toy. I believe this is the B-side quarterfinal. Semi-final. I've been corrected. I haven't really looked at the draw sheet. What's going on, Patrick Neal?
B-side semi-final.
Yeah, I'm quite honestly, I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, he played really good.
In my 8th place.
Made a good run yesterday. 4 or 5
did.
matches.
Yeah, I won 5 matches on the B-side. Lost to Klatt first thing.
Yeah, that put you on the B-side right away.
Yeah, lost my first match to Jason, so I'm not upset with that. How can you get mad at losing to a guy like Joe?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you lost to probably the 2 of the favorites in the field, right? 42 players. Klatt and Joe were the first 2 to go in the meeting.
Mm-hmm. Cross bank here for Joe. Tight getting by that 9 ball. What's going on, Tom? Tuning in from Hayward, Wisconsin.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you could share the stream for us, these guys deserve it. These guys are great shooters.
Absolutely. Share it up, y'all.
Nails it.
Look out. Needs
Get
to
by,
punch.
little bump.
Yeah, perfect.
Magical.
That'll do. Might be a little tricky on the 3 here. Has to come around a couple rails behind the 10, split the window between the 4-10, unless he's just going to slow roll play.
Yeah, I don't mind like just rolling this in.
Yeah, a little bit of left-hand check side. Overhit. Way overhit.
Yeah, he
caught that too thick.
Yeah. But good news, bad news. Joe's also a great jumper.
Yeah, he could also kick this. If you come off that side rail and just kind of clip the bottom side of 3, it'll send the 3 ball up to the top like he's looking at. Cue ball can kind of bump into that 7 ball. Did he call a pocket?
Did he call the bank? He's going to kick it.
Oh, tries to go corner. Does he get away with it? He does.
Sure does. That was a good 2-way shot there. I don't really think, honestly, that he was counting on making that.
Yeah, that's how I thought he was going to play it, Patrick. I didn't like the hold there. I like going around 2 rails out. The split between the 10-4. Just come back around for the 3. But we'll see what Mark can manufacture here.
Good hit.
And he gets away with it.
A little tit for tat.
With a touch of right for sure.
Joe's also calling the long kick.
Oh,
Airballs it.
Albino down the subway. It's a double foul.
Negative.
No, no double foul.
One foul at a time.
So really the only trouble on the table here for Mark is the 5-ball. 5-ball causing a little bit of trouble, but he should be able to get there fairly easy off the 4. Just go underneath the 8-ball. I'm up.
On 17.
I'm up on 17. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Miss Steph Toy. I've got a match to go play.
GL.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys. Just if you hadn't heard, there is a weekly Sunday 10-ball tournament happening on the rest of the 9-foots. Since we are only utilizing one, just kept it going for the weekly. Mark misses the cut on the 5. Gonna leave a tough cut for Joe here. But Joe does these thin slices all the time. Fully expect him to make this, which he does. So Jigs is asking what time the final starts. After this match here, this is the B-side semifinal. After this match here, we'll go back to the A-side final. That'll be Eric Vargas versus Jason Klatt. At the same time, the B-side final will be happening. So, and I would imagine each match taking about, well, the A-side matches will take about an hour and a bit, hour and a half, let's call it. Maybe slightly longer if it goes hill-hill. So I would imagine it is 2 o'clock, say 3. I would imagine the A-side final will go at around 3 o'clock. Finals will happen around, I would say 5. That would be my best guess. And Patrick is asking is if the finals go to a double dip, will the second set be on the 7-foots? That is correct. So the format of this tournament here, A side is 10 ball on the 9-foot tables, racing to 9. B side is 10 ball on the 7-foot tables, racing to 7. The whole tournament is winner breaks. So if the scenario is a double dip on the for the finals, it will be A side on the 9-foots, and then it will go to the 7-foots. Joe's got nice control of this table here. Just needs to make this cut on the 4. Natural shape for the 5. I don't see any problems happening here. Joe should come across for the 10 here nicely. Same pocket. Mark says that is good. Joe is off to a quick 3-1 lead. We are also streaming to YouTube, guys, so if you guys are Chromecasting or watching through a smart TV, I am following along with the chat there as well. So feel free to chat me up there. It's always easier to commentate when there's some chatter going on. Good break by Joe. Rattles the 7. 6-3-1 pot, though. It was a good break. He's got a big smile on his face. Unfortunately, doesn't have a good look at the 2. But he made many balls there. Looks like Joe's called the push. Going to let Mark see it, but it's a tough shot. I don't know if the 2 even passes the 7 for him to even attempt that, but I don't see him doing that. I feel like he might just come up with his own defensive shot here. Well, the plan was to stay behind the 8, and it almost came back to bite him, but I think he still got it. Joe's called the kick in the side. Doesn't miss by much, but he's kind of got control of the table here still. Mark can still see this edge of the 2 ball, but he's got to be really careful of the scratch here. It's going to come off the rail. Good contact, and these guys are playing some hide and seek. Good opportunity here for Mark to get one back. Everything is laying nice and open. It's good on the short side of the 4. It does go. Not the easiest of pots. Always tougher when you're close to the ball and you're going a long distance. Probably would have preferred to go into the side pocket with this 4, but that 9 is making that impossible. Spears it in. That was a great shot. And gets really unlucky on the 5. So Mark's going to try for the safety, come 2 or 3 rails for behind the 7-8, looks like. Even if he just pushes this 5 to the rail. That 7-8 is providing some good coverage there. Didn't get it. Joe makes the fairly textbook bank on the 5. And just so you guys are aware, the 3-foul rule and the impeding ball rules are in effect. Nice finish by Joe there. He's at the halfway mark, 4-1 over Mark Vinogradov. Laura on YouTube is saying she's assuming Ben will play on the B-side final, hope he can reset and get back to the finals. That is always the plan for these guys. Just, you know, get knocked down, but keep fighting. And like we always say, Ben is definitely a fighter. He's got a tough opponent right now, though. Derek Moore. He's taken out some monsters along the way. Derek's a really great bar box player. So he definitely has his work cut out for him. Joe's making a couple of balls on every break so far. Joe is a 722 Fargo. Mark is a 665. These guys are all teammates. They make up a pretty strong team. Joe, Mark Vinogradov, Ben Francis, Eric Vargas. They play along with John Paypompey. Oh no. Mark finds the scratch, just an unlucky rub off the 3 into the corner. And also on that team is Stephen Holem, who has moved back to Fort St. James in BC. So he's about a 10-hour car ride away. So as much as we've seen him in the past, he's moved back to BC to be closer to family. So we don't see him as often anymore, but obviously still plays great. Three ball wiping its feet before it drops. Good afternoon, Dave Harding. Thank you for joining us as usual. If you guys are in the Calgary area, stopping by Leather Pocket Billiards right here on Edmonton Trail. Great tables, great staff, and frequented by many of the Calgary community always. Very popular place. They've got 8 9-foot tables here, 8 7-foot diamonds here, and 6 valley bar boxes. So a little something for everybody. Always action to be found. Payouts are also listed in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. First place is going to take home a thrifty $920. $680 for second, $490 for third, $340 for fourth. Five six is going to take home $220. Dave says he can't stop by due to work. Yet again, missing another event. Well, I'm glad we can kind of keep you in the loop with the stream, Dave. Next one. There's going to be a lot of events over the holidays. I know that Jeff has quite a few events planned for over the holidays. Scotch doubles, a singles event, just kind of like one day events over the holidays, Christmas holidays and New Year's. So I would imagine those posters will be coming out soon. Joe plays a nice little game of keep away here. Tucks the 4 in behind the 8. Mark's going to have some trouble getting to it because that 7 ball is just sitting perfect to come off that top rail. So not a whole lot that Mark could do there. He opted to try to snug that 7 ball in there just to cover it up so Joe couldn't get it. Looks like Joe is going to try this again. 3 foul rule is in effect. This one here should be fairly easy to get to. Had Joe come back a little bit more and sat kind of closer to the left-hand side rail, the same rail as the 4-8. I don't know if Mark would have been able to hit it. Joe's got a bit of a smile on his face. He's pretty sure Mark's going to nail this combination. Which he does. Nicely done. A little bit of angle on this 4, but should be okay. Saeed says the comeback is a bit tough. The only chance is to play lock-in safeties when possible. These guys are super well-versed in good safeties. So it doesn't surprise me that Joe played that one. It's definitely something I need to work on. But these guys know how to stay in it too. They've played their fair share of tight sets and matches. No stranger to the pressure. Well, that was a nice little shot. Perfect little bump into the 9, open up the 6. like Mark's chances to get one back here. Joe says that is good. Dave Harding is looking for a Scotch partner for the holidays. There's a couple of Scotch tournaments coming up for Leather Pocket over the holidays and New Year's. So racking pattern, the only rule is obviously 1 at the top, 10 in the middle, 2, 3 in the back corners. And it is winner breaks. Score is 5-2 for Joe Spence over Mark Vinogradov in a race to 7. Ben Francis and Derek Moore are having their match just to the left of this table that we're watching here. I cannot see their score though, so I'm not sure where they're at. The A side final will be coming up next. That's going to be Eric Vargas versus Jason Klatt. That'll be 10-ball race to 9 on the 9-foot table. Nice little rail first shot there for Mark for the 1 ball. Came back good for the 2. Probably came back a little further than he wanted, but he's still okay. So Mark's just assessing how he's going to get on this 4. It's open, but you definitely want to be cognizant of where you're putting the cue ball here. That's a big 8 ball. Looks like Grant is setting back up to come back in. Finished his match in the tournament, the weekly tournament. And that was an issue. Mark was really focusing on opening up the 4 that he missed the pot on the 3.
Uh-oh.
He's okay.
He got there. I did not. I hung way too many.
Oh, is that right? Who did you play?
Joey Bettis. He got his revenge.
Oh, so Grant took Joey out of the tournament yesterday on the 7-foot tables. Joey's a stronger 9-foot player, for sure.
Yeah. Joe looking good here. Nice little punch on the 6.
Yeah, Joe might be on the hill after this game here.
Kind of got a little bit funny. Either more or no angle would have been ideal.
Can't really see where that 6 ball is sitting on the side pocket. I'm not really sure if I would prefer sliding across to the left or taking it down to the corner.
I think he's got to punch the 6 top right-hand corner, punch it in and float across the left middle side of the table here.
Oh no, he saw enough. And he's okay. A little bit of a cut on the 7.
Only problem here is it brings in the 10 ball.
Yeah, you don't want to rub off the 10 and scratch.
Oh, it digs deep. Very nice. Oh, no.
Oh, a hanger. It's a hanger. Did we jinx him?
We might have. We might have.
It was just too obvious. It was too obvious.
It was.
But you know what? It's nice to see that these guys are human and they miss balls every once in a while, just like everybody else.
Right? It doesn't happen often.
Definitely nice to see sometimes. Makes me feel better about myself, you know?
Nice little shot from Mark there. A couple of rails around.
This is going to bring it back within 2. Nails it.
Well, Mark's not a guy you want to let off the hook.
No, of course not. None of these guys. I mean, they're in the semifinals for a reason, right? I mean, they play well. What I do like
Mark's
about
actually played well in the last few big events that he's been in. He's played really well.
what I do like about the format of being on the 9-foots and the 7-foots is the favorites on the 9-foots are not necessarily the favorites on the 7-foots and vice versa.
I would agree.
If you're familiar with the game here in Alberta or Calgary especially, we have a fairly large number of very strong bar box players. So, but Joe and Ben just happen to be monsters on both. Like they've kind of mastered both.
So is Klatt. Klatt
Yeah.
is a really good 9-foot and a really good 7-foot player as well.
Well, I mean, obviously we haven't seen Jason play a whole lot of 7-foot. I mean, he prefers the 9-foot. He has stayed on
grew
the.
up playing on the 7s.
Yeah, well, we haven't watched him play.
No.
20 years ago, right? So we don't get the opportunity to see him play on the bar box as often. And he stayed on the A side for the entire weekend.
Wow, nice break from Mark there. Wow, that is sitting duck soup.
This table has been breaking pretty nice.
I think he goes 2 rails around behind that 10-7. Comes back for the 4. Could draw. I think he's going to go 2 forward. Indeed. Wow, this is pretty tic-tac-toe. 7 to the 8 is going to be the game winner. He's got to make sure he gets the right angle here on the 6 for the 7. Ideally, he'd like to be just past that left-hand side pocket. In that line, that leaves a nice angle to come back for the 8.
Well, with that being said, then, do you take the 6 in the side or down to the corner?
Well, you can take it in the side. You just got to have a good draw stroke to get there. And he didn't get there.
Well, so he's going to be probably colliding into this 10 ball. That might hurt him.
It definitely can hurt. Although sometimes you just got to take what the table gives you. I think this is one of those cases. Float it in, use the 10 to stop the cue ball, and just take the cut on the 8. Could also bank the 7. That's been done. Oh, wow. Look at how well he hit that. 3 rails around inside juice.
Great shot. And just the perfect angle on the 8 to get back for the 10.
He hit that really good. It's those little nuance angles that we don't get to see. And this could go 5-5 real quick.
Your winner breaks.
This could go 5-5 real quick. Joe's just licking his chops. I know it. Once he missed that 8 ball, obviously he was not happy with himself. So I know he's chomping at the bit to get back at the table.
I'm just going to take a second here.
Just one? Well, that's certainly been more than 1 second, but we'll allow it. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit the share button. This is the semifinal, B-side semifinal. It is the Fall Classic here at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go onto the Facebook page, hit the like button. If you're tuning in on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe there. Don't forget to click the little bell either. That'll notify you when we do go live. Three's going to be a little bit tricky. 3 to the 5, unless that's the 4. That must be the 4. Needs a good angle to get in on that 3 still. Looks like he's got it. Over to the left-hand side of the table for the 4, if it passes past the 7 ball. If not, he'll have to go over and back. He goes over and back. Great shot. How's that for perfect? Perfect will do. Mark has been playing well. This looks like a 5-5. And if Mark gets on a roll, he is certainly capable of running out this set. Ooh, little bit sloppy with that ball. Nonetheless, finds its way down the hole. Nice little 2-rail run out here for the 7 ball. Top right-hand corner with the 7. A little bit of check siding, I think, unless it's just a straight-in hit stick. Nope. Draws it back for the 9 to the side. Underneath for the 10, either in the side or bottom right-hand corner. Wow, these angles are just messing with me. How about 10 to the top right? He did use the whole pocket on that. I think it was the 5 ball. Did you score that already? We are tied up. 5-5. And in winter breaks, Mark has the abilities, man. He can run this set. That 8 ball just might haunt Joe for this tournament. Needs a ball down. I think he got one. Gonna have to play safe on the 1 here. Everything on the right-hand side of the table. Oh, nice lock up. Lock up safety. Joe's going to have a hit here. 1 rail off that left side rail. Not sure if you can get offensive with it or not. I don't think you can get in there with the 1-6. Oh, he's calling the 10 ball. He's calling it. He's digging for this. There's no way he's going to dig for this. This is just a nice little hit. Can't see. Joe's in the way. I can't tell if he got the hit or not. I would assume, based on Mark not picking it up, I would say he must have hit it on the way back, maybe the second time. Mark trying to put him in jail. This looks like a 2 or 3 rail hit for Joe here. Off that bottom left side rail, bottom rail. Probably catch the 3rd rail. That would be ideal, but that's tight. Steph jumping back on.
Joe's got a itty bitty window here.
Look at this.
Oh, he just misses it.
You know what? That actually works out. It might work better. We'll see. I think Mark's going to have to carry him. Take the cue ball off the 1 to make the 6. Doesn't really leave the 1 in a great spot.
Put a little bit of heat on it. The 1 ball pop out, but we're kind of hoping for good shape.
Yeah, but then, I mean, what do you do with the 2 here?
Can you get 2 stones with 1 bird?
Might be able to get 2 stones with 1 bird. And looks like Mark will play safe here. A little bit tough. He's kind of got the wrong angle. Looks like he's just going to go for the combo. The 3 triple combo. Just like that.
And then
Wires
a double
it
combo.
up. Wires it up for the straight combo. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate that. I got a little bit of a break. I was pretty happy yesterday. That shake that I have relieved me for the better part of yesterday. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a hanger.
Uh-oh.
We got a hanger.
Joe popped straight up out of that chair in a heartbeat. Looking like the 2 off the rail off the 7.
In a winner breaks format, you're really just counting on your opponent to make 1 mistake.
Yeah.
At this caliber, you know, you're just waiting. Hey, Larry, you guys are going to have to make a plan to come visit in February.
Right?
We're getting a 9-foot table. So excited.
I'm going to jump off here for 2 seconds.
Just want to make sure that you're wary of that 1 ball where it's going. Joe holds it nice. See you February 1st, he says. Okay, whoa, easy. Pump the brakes. It'll probably be more like later February, I would assume. Patrick Neal, that is the plan. The plan is to generate enough income that we can just buy a bigger house so we can have multiple tables. Nice shot by Joe there. Just carry him into the 7. However, 2 ball's not sitting in the greatest of spots. Grant immediately says, play the 2-way. 2-10. Carry him off the 2 into the 10. It's tough though to gauge the speed. The 2 will come down to the bottom end of the table, but speed is going to be key if he decides to do that. I'm not sure what he called here. Bank? That was a very smart shot by Joe. Called the 2-way, or they're not the 2-way, well, I guess kind of the 2-way. more or less the safety, but called a pocket just in case. But he called the double bank for the 2 ball in the bottom left. Obviously, the plan was to hide behind that 10 ball. Left the cue ball nice and tight to that 10. So Mark's options here are fairly limited. Sounds like Grant is being called to the 10-ball tournament. Mark misses it. Gonna give Joe a ball in hand opportunity here. Wow, Larry, you can hear that? Jeff is over kind of by the washrooms over there, and we're in the corner by the side door. So Joe takes that one. It is a 6-5 score. Joe's going to make it to the hill first. It was 5-5 and racing to 2. Joe just ticked up that last game. Needs one more for the win. These microphones, I guess, are too good. Eric Vargas warming up on the stream table here on the 9-foot. So he's getting ready. Jason Klatt has arrived with his beverage. So they're getting ready to determine the hot seat here.
I know, right? And Neil Robertson lost first round, Sean Murphy lost first round, and they're all whining, right?
Winner breaks, so Joe is looking to break and run this last rack. Just put this match to bed. These guys know each other well. They don't want to give each other an opportunity.
We're waiting for you to get them.
Joe must have just gone to the washroom real quick. Looks like he is back. And it looks like Ben Francis is waiting on the B side for the winner of this match here for the B final. Defeats Derek Moore by a 7-2 score. So Jason is just going to opt to put the balls through the ball washer just to get ready for their match. I think that that skid that Ben had on that very first 10 ball is kind of still weighing on Jason. Joe looks to be in good form here. Being sure on every ball, he doesn't want to let Vino back to the table. Looks like a bit of a thin back cut here. Joe overstroked that. 8-ball overran it. Sitting on the 50. A little more heat or a little less, he would have been better. Works it out well. Mark says, that is good, sir. Joe is victorious, 7-5 over Mark Vinogradov. It's going to be a battle on the 7-foot. Ben versus Joe in the B-side final. Coming up next, guys, we're going to have the A-side final, Jason Klatt versus Eric Vargas. We're going to do a quick shutdown here, make sure that the guys get settled in and whatnot. Klatt's going to see if he can make this 10-ball. See if he remembers how to shoot on a 7-foot. Yeah, he still can. Anyways, that's what's going to be coming up next. A-side final, Klatt versus Vargas. We are not going to be too long, so don't go too far. Thanks, guys. We'll be back.